underway now. The SACCO Society specified non-withdrawable deposit taking SACCOs, NWDTs, were gazetted in the year 2020, heralding now 5 years of regulatory oversight over that period. This roundtable, therefore, accords an opportunity to assess the progress made while appreciating the challenges that you have gone through, and of course aligning you to the way forward that has, in terms of policy direction that have been pronounced by the Ministry of Cooperative Development. In addition to this workshop comes a pivotal time when significant reforms are on course to not only stabilize the SACCO industry, but redress market infrastructural gaps that have existed in the past. And now, of course, I know my brother Marube and the CEO addressed some of the challenges, the issues that are being introduced in the sector. And I know you also know that there is a bill that has been proposed by the Committee of Experts to ensure that people are aligned. The NWDT segment now comprises 178 SACCOs, as I had indicated. By December 2025. They hold assets of about 140 billion and deposits of about 104 billion. That I think the CEO addressed. Whereas these numbers reflect steady growth across all pointers, we note that there still exists a few small SACCOs that may not have the economies of scale to invest in appropriate technology and systems that will widen the reach and diversify product and service offerings while maintaining compliance requirements. And this, I think, has been explained in the new bill by way of shared services as well. Now, the authority has therefore proposed a number of strategic stakeholder engagements, including this very roundtable as the first one, to facilitate effective adoption of those regulatory standards that we hope to be approved, will be approved, to ensure that we are aligned in a direction that is important for the growth of this sector. And I will tell you a number of them. One is the risk-based supervision. This, I am sure you know, the authority will keep deploying effective risk-based supervision as a fundamental aspect of our oversight responsibility. And risk-based supervision is very important. You will be in a mirror. The CEO and his team will be in a position to see you while on their desks, to identify those things that are not consistent with the standards that we will have introduced to be implemented. And based on that, what they will see as a dashboard will identify those things that, those people that we must visit more frequently to ensure that they comply with our standards. We also intend to leverage on technology to be able to do this. That's why the whole of yesterday you were introduced to RBSS at the SACCO level for improved transparency and accountability while also increasing efficiency. But we also do expect you to deploy those technologies that will help you to communicate with what we will have introduced as SASRA. The policy, legal and regulatory reforms are also in the way, including proposed amendments to the Sacco Societies Act to deal with both regulatory and structural gaps that have over time delayed operationalization of a deposit insurance mechanism, which you have had been referred to as DGF, Deposit Guarantee Fund. We have also talked about liquidity management and shared services, as well as enhanced corporate governance standards. The other thing that I wanted to highlight is the capacity building and guidance. We recognize that the regulatory changes are only effective as the sector's capacity to implement them. And we want to believe that you will align to ensure that you develop the human, or you put in place the human capital required of you to implement those things that we are proposing as a regulator. Our authority will continue to constructively engage with you on a continuous and structural basis to ensure that those things that we will have introduced are implemented. Compliance that will serve to improve stability of the industry as well as enhance its standing as an unstable player within the financial system. In fact, the best way to put it is 1 shilling in a sacco is equal to 1 shilling in a bank. That's where the direction we want you to go, because if that is sustained, then as an industry will be seen as being efficient, will be seen as being reputable and a stable player in the sector, and will then protect members' deposits. It is now my honor